お前はもう死んでいる。何？
Hello there, duelists from all across everywhere and nowhere. Praise the Omega, I'm Gamma from Team Omega Summon. And before we go into this deck profile, which is basically the cover of my great deck profile that basically represents me in this team, I just wanted to give a big and great thank you to everyone on behalf of the team. We really get a lot of subscribers, we get a lot of positive feedback, and we are very happy about that. It gives us really much the motivation to go on with what we're doing. And once again, apologies that you mostly have to deal with me throughout, because everyone else of the team is also very busy with school or lives very far away, so we don't always get a chance to collab with each other. But we will try and plan to do that more in the future. In the meantime, we just wanted to thank you all for, well, we're almost at 100 subscribers, and that's actually a pretty good milestone for where we started. And we are very happy that we were able to bring you this content. So we just want to give a big thank you to everyone who gives us positive feedback and subscribes to us and likes us and all that good stuff. Now, without further ado, let's go into a deck profile of the H's, the great and mighty Blue Eyes. My Blue Eyes. Let's go to the table. So you guys, my representative deck, the great Blue Eyes. Of course, Blue Eyes has the most iconic card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! And its deck, well, maybe not as iconic, is still pretty relevant and pretty much the amazing thing that it is. And this deck actually holds a very great value to me. It was given to me all of a sudden by a good friend, so it's really close to my heart, which is why I made my representative deck, because it means so much to me. It's a gift from a good friend who just gave it to me. So I value this deck very much. So that's why I'm very honored to be able to bring you this deck. This is my own personal variant. Of course you can decide your own. I'm going for more of a KO Max variant because, well, look at him. He's gorgeous and he's powerful and he deals double piercing damage. What's not to love about him? For an aggro player like me, that's just a wet dream basically. Okay, that sounded really wrong, but you get the point. Anyway, let's go into the deck profile, guys. Really hope you enjoy it. So we'll first start off with 2 copies of Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Well, what's there to say, what's not to say? It's a ritual monster that's quite easy to summon with the right setup. And of course it deals double piercing damage when it takes monster defense mode, and of course why can't I love it? Like I said, it's any aggro player's wet dream to have a monster this powerful. It's absolutely phenomenal. This is the star of my deck. The big star, the big bro, the big man. I can't help but love it, so of course I will play it 2. You can play 3 if you want, but 2 I feel is just good enough. You don't want to overclog everything, because Blue Eyes can brick, but really, oh god, I love this card. The artwork is so sweet, really. If my friend is watching this, thank you so much for this deck. I will play it with honor, and Chaos Max will be the honor that brings to it. The dragon that will decide my victory. Then onto the next card, of course, we can't go wrong with, of course, 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon, of course, with this art, of course. Oh, how iconic, how much nostalgia, of course. If you're not playing Blue Eyes with this art, then you're playing it wrong, or you just simply have a different preference. That's also a very big possibility, but oh god, I love this artwork, of course. And of course, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. If you play any less than 3, then you can easily be described as an abomination of all types. And that's just unacceptable. 3 Blue Eyes, of course. And of course, we can't go wrong with, of course, 3 copies of Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, of course. Very powerful monster, so easy to summon, and of course, destruction at the chance of not being able to attack, of course. But of course, the way to summon it is very simple. You reveal a Blue Eyes in your hand, special summon it with Melody of Awakening Dragons. This easy combo becomes, well, even more easier. And what's not to love about that? I mean, I love it. I can't help but love it. It's so simple. Just 3 of them. Never ran anywhere else than 3. And that accompanied, of course, by 2 copies of Dragon Spirit of White, who has not 3000 attack points, but when special summoned, it can banish the spell or trap card. Really good target for the White Stone of Ancients. Clearly not as good. I'm debating 2 or 1, but 2 is just fine enough in my opinion. So I'm not really too worried. So this is my personal lineup, car Blue Eyes monsters. It's very simple. We will see it around much, but 2 Chaos Max, 2 Spirit of White, and 3 of the alternative and Blue Eyes. Now if we're going to go into the other monsters, we play 3 copies of Sage with Eyes of Blue. Sage with Eyes of Blue is unmissable in the deck. And of course, because of its effect, it not only add a tuner from your deck to your hand, but its other effects which you more use, in which you can target an effect monster on your field when discarded in your hand, send both to the graveyard, and summon a blue ice card from your deck, which of course is mostly Dragon Spirit of White or Blue Eyes, depending on what you need at that present moment. The card is unmistakable centerpiece of the deck, one of the true MVPs, as they call it. Accompanied, of course, by 3 copies of the White Stone of Ancients and 1 White Stone of Legend. White Stone of Ancients, of course, a better card. Allows you, of course, when it's in the end phase of this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a Blue Eyes card from your deck, and when it's in your graveyard to the next turn, you can banish it to return a Blue Eyes card from your deck. From your graveyard to your hand. And White Stone of Legend, we all know what that does. Send to the graveyard, add a Blue Eyes card from your hand, but only a normal Blue Eyes, so you play only 1 of. So, because there's a chance that you run out of your Blue Eyes very, very fast. So this is just the right amount of consistency for such a deck. Now we go on to the other non-related Blue Eyes cards, which is 3 copies of Manju of the 10,000 Hands to search for your ritual monster and your ritual spell, mostly the ritual spell because, well, you just really need it. Of course it does relinquish your normal summon that turn, but sometimes for big monsters cashbacks that's just the price you have to pay, and which makes it so great and viable. And we play 2 copies of the King of D. Yeah, we all get it. I know all about that joke about it, but it's just the King of Dragons, you guys. Very good card. With normal summons you can add one of the best spells in the entire archetype to your hand, Melody of Awakening Dragons, which of course you can do when it's got a very simple spell card, and if you have the right cards in hand, oh boy, do the plays go off. 2 copies of this card is just great. You can only play 1 copy, but I don't really feel the need to that. I feel 2 is just fine because I don't play any hand traps in this, because, well, hand traps of course, that would take up a lot of time, and I just want to beat my opponent senseless with big monsters. So, hand traps for me, no. But you can add them if you want. It's just... next up, we have, for the spells, we start with 3 copies of Return of the Dragon Lords. A powerful revival trap card, which is also a protection when it's in the graveyard. You can play this card to summon it back or discard of the King of D's effect. Either way, it doesn't really matter because this card is so powerful, you guys. Oh, right, never run any less than 3 than this. So very simple. Yes, you could also use it as setup if you go first. But let me tell you guys, no self-respecting Blue Eyes player would ever go first. If you go first as a Blue Eyes player, then dude or gal or whatever, think. Blue Eyes players don't want to go first. We're OTK that we go second. No self-respecting Blue Eyes player would go first. But yeah. You get what I mean. 3 Return of the Dragon Lords. And of course the best spell in the deck, the Melody of the Awakening Dragons, to discard a card and add 2 dragons with 3,000 attack and 24 defense to your hand. Of course this card is the best spell card in the deck. It allows you for search for your Blue Eyes, your alternatives, and you name it. You can even add Chaos Max with it to your hand, which of course if you have a Manju in your hand around the field with its effect, instantly gives you all the monsters you need for more. Never run any less than 3 and get to this card as fast as possible. 3 copies of trade-in for more draw power, because we all need more draw power in this deck, and I don't run Pot of Desires in this deck because, well, yeah, I don't really feel the need to neck myself 9. Yeah, I know that's a joke. Don't calm yourself down, guys. But just trade-in with the amount of level 8. Trade-in is just a great target and allows you for more consistency that way. For the rest of the spell, we have 2 copies of Chaos Form. The ritual spell card used, you can ritual summon a Chaos Max by sending a Blue Eyes card from your hand to the graveyard, well, level 8 monster in this case, or you banish a Blue Eyes card from your graveyard, which enables you, of course, so many things. 2 copies of Chaos Form, not a third one necessary. 2 copies of Dragon Revival Rhapsody. Yeah, Dragon Revival Rhapsody isn't really as good as you might think, but it can really work well if you have a King of D or a Sage on the field. Plenty of spellcaster monsters to use it with. You can special summon blue dragon cards from your deck, but one of them has to at least have normal monster. But be careful when you use this card, because the moment that you do use it, well, so to say, your opponent takes no more damage from that point on, so be careful what you use it, and mostly just only use it in emergencies, or when you feel like you're pretty certain that you will win in the next turn. Now we go to a bit of an alternative set of cards, and this is a very interesting one. 2 copies of Scapegoat. In the event that I would have to go first for whatever reason, but like I said, if I go first, it's not by choice because, well, I said it like 2 times already. No self-respecting Blue Eyes player would ever go first. The scapegoat can be good as protection and as link fodder for later. In the case that's necessary, I do play a couple of link monsters in this variant. Not really relevant because Blue Eyes doesn't really need the extra deck all that much. But still, in the case of, I feel like this could be a good contingency plot to go on. Then for the one copy of Dragon Shrine to send cards from the deck to the graveyard. 1 Monster Reborn because it's Monster Reborn, and 1 Soul Charge because it's Soul Charge and it could easily win you games when played at the right time. Now, the extra deck. One of my favorite parts to always do. Big BB monsters. And of course we'll start off with 2 copies of Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. God, I love this card, not just because of its effect, but because of its art. It's so beautiful. And yeah, Spirit Dragon is such a versatile card because when it's targeted you can just tag out into anything else you want. A variety of dragon monsters that can but destroy during the end phase, unless of course it's the next card, Azorize Silver Dragon. So yeah, Azorize Silver Dragon is mostly the target that you will go into using Spirit Dragon, which is and of course Azorize's own effect protects itself from being destroyed, and you can just go off from that point on. But yeah, Spirit Dragon, Azorize, valuable targets and very easy to summon in both cases. Next up, 1 Michael the Arch Lightsworn, which you can summon off of Spirit Dragon's effect, pay 1000 points to banish a card on the field. 1 Black Rose Moonlight Dragon to send cards back from your opponent's field back to their hand. And one of the great reasons I run this is also because I run this, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, because if you have a tuner in your hand or on your field when you tag out into either one of these, you can easily go to a Crystal Wing, and we all know how powerful of a card Crystal Wing is. That being said, of course, it's not easy play, you mostly go into Azorize, but in the case you need it, you never know when that's good. Now for something a bit more odd, we have of course the Galaxy Trio, 1 Galaxy Eyes Cyber Dragon, 1 Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon, and 1 number 95 Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. You can run Cyberblade Dragon if you want to, but I'm debating on doing that, but of course this is just great, take control of a monster, but if Link didn't exist this would be so overpowered. Going to Full Armor Photon Dragon doesn't destroy a card on the field with this effect, and Dark Matter Dragon lets you send cards from your deck to the graveyard, and equal to that amount your opponent banishes a monster from their deck. Very, very powerful, very, very strong. Like I said, with Cyberblade Dragon you can go for a double destruction, which in some cases would be a lot better, but yeah, it's just maybe not for me, I suppose. For the other rank 8, we have number 38, Hope Harmony Dragon Titanic Gambly. God, that's a mouthful. Great card, absolutely phenomenal. You don't go to it as much, but really it's a staple in any rank 8 deck. So, Divine Dragon Knight Valgrant for protection and Big Basic. For links I have 1 Space Insulator, which is easily made with Scapegoat, along with Proxy Dragon and the big link Topologic Bomber Dragon. Yeah. Scapegoat is mostly for these two, so I can go to Topologic, because Topologic is devastating in the right time. And of course, if your opponent has too big of a board you can't get over, you can just use Topologic's effect and wipe their board clean off. And in any case, most Link monsters won't be able to go up against it. So, and for the final card we have a fusion, Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. Can be destroyed in battle, can attack twice, and if it doesn't manage to destroy a monster, they will be banished. So yeah, just an all-around great card. And that was it for the extra deck, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this deck profile. I really hope you enjoyed seeing it. This is a very special deck, it's very close to my heart. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Help us get to 100 subscribers. And as always, praise the Omega and have a great day.